Alright guys, for this video I am going to take you through my workflow on the Horsehead Nebula, and it's probably not the right way. There's probably people who know how to do better, but this is just the way that I kind of feel comfortable doing it, and it yields pretty good images. So I'll kind of take you through my process. You can always modify it, but if you are a beginner, this program is very, very intimidating. And if you're a beginner, this probably will be a good tutorial for you to get at least going on it. So I've been using about a month, but when I first got this program, I went right back to Photoshop and Lightroom because it is very intimidating. And now that I know it, I don't even touch Photoshop anymore with my images. Maybe every now and then I'll go to it, but really use this for everything. But you can see all the processes you have here. So it's very intimidating. You don't know, I mean, I don't know, unless you're really, really smart, I don't know if you know what any of these do. And there's things in my tutorial, or there's things that are probably not in my tutorial that you could find and add in. But basically, first thing I'm going to do is open my image up. So open, I don't want that one, sorry. So this is an image I took, and it's already calibrated, it's already stacked in Deep Sky Stacker, which I don't have a tutorial on, but it's a fairly easy program. But I only stacked this with dark frames, no flats or anything. I was in a very, very dark location in Big Bend, Texas, so I mean I had like zero light pollution. So it's very good data, but it's only about an hour of data, but it's good. So first thing I'm going to do is over on this side here is I'm going to open my process icon. So I learned this on another tutorial, and it's very, very helpful for having everything you want to use right on this side here. And I kind of put it in order. Sometimes I go a little bit out of order, but because I added some down here after the fact, but I kind of go these first steps in order. So these are helpful. And basically to make these, all you do is you will just go and you'll pull this out, put it right here, and you can set icon identifier and rename it. So anyways, I recommend doing that, and I learned that on another video that I saw online, but I recommend putting these in because they're very helpful. And I'll take you through each one as we go. But first thing I'm going to do is this image here is not stretched. So let me stretch it, and there's my data there. So now I need to go through everything to give you the final, product. But this is to start, and this is good. You can kind of see what's happening here. But first thing I'm going to do is crop it, just slightly crop the edges. I don't see it, but I hear there's like little, you should always crop it on the edge because there is a little, like a little line around it that will mess up your image slightly. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be explaining it wrong, but I always crop it a little bit just for the heck of it, and then I'll crop it again later. But right now we're just going to crop it right there. And then you have dynamic background extraction and automatic background extraction. I use automatic. I have not gotten into this one, even though I've played with it, but I haven't really tested it or anything like that. Automatic does a good job for me, so I just keep using automatic. But it's really easy. All you do is you just open it up and you press the apply button here. These two buttons here will both apply to your image. This one here you would drag and drop it, or this one will just apply it. So what it should do is that should be a green kind of image, and then this one here, oh sorry, I screwed up. Let me so what we want to do the same thing. Sorry, I didn't do this, I was busy talking, but we want to do subtraction under target image correction, and we want to replace target image here. Okay, so we'll do that again. Sorry. Okay, so close that down. Here should be your background extraction, and this is your new image. Stretch it and see it. See, now it's not as green. There is still some green here, but I'll take that out a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do is background neutralization right there. And all these, again, you can find them right here. All processes, they are all right here. Process, all processes, they are all right there. But these are the ones that I'm using. Background neutralization. So I need to do a preview. I'm going to find an area that's fairly dark on my image. I think I'm going to use this part right over here. Right here. Okay. All you do here, really easy. You're not going to see a whole lot of change on this normally, but you are just going to take the preview and you're going to apply that to your image. Okay, you can see it changed a little bit. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open up color calibration right there, and you're going to do another preview. And on this one, I do my preview across just like that. So you're going to first select your reference image, which is going to be preview number 2. And if you put your slider over it, it will show you that that is what it's taking an image of, or that's what your image is right there. So we're good there. We want to uncheck structure detection. And for background reference, we're going to pick out our background image, which is preview number 1. Preview's right there. Okay, and then you just apply this. And then you see a little bit of a change there. Okay, let's see. I also want you to take out some of the green. So you want to go to SCNR. I just renamed it D-green, but SCNR. I'm going to take out I'm going to go to like 85% and apply that. And see how it took out my star green. The green on the stars is gone. So I like that a lot better. So I'm going to close that. Okay. Let me delete these. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to make this non-linear, and we need to make it linear. So we need to go to screen transformation and histogram transformation. So screen transformation and histogram transformation are the two that you need to have up, and you need to have your image up. There's a green line right here. That means it's not linear yet. So that green line there, that needs to go away. So that's what we're going to do right now. So click on the little nuclear button here. And then you will take that with that little triangle and put it right here on the bottom of that one. And you'll see your histogram kind of go up and curve like that. And then you're going to move this over to here, and it's going to be white. Then you just reset it here, and we're good to go. No green line here. You want that going. So now we're good. We can save this as a JPEG. We can export this out now. It's not just for Pixinsight. Now we can actually move it out if we need to, but we're not done yet. So let's close these out. Okay, what do I want to do next? I want to darken the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a range selection of a mask is what we're going to do. So this is what I have my settings at, because I did this one already and they're already here. So I have my lower limit at 0.3, fuzziness, smoothness. And what you can do here is you can put the little preview button. Anytime there's a preview button, you want to click it so you can see what's going on. But this is going to be a mask that you're going to do. And if you move these around, this will change how this looks. But I want this one right now. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to apply it. It's going to pull me up a new window. And I want to take this window, and I want to move it right there. Okay, now I have a mask. That's a simple mask right there. And everything that is like kind of white can be changed right now. Everything in red is protected. But I want this reversed. So I'm going to go to invert mask. Now the red is protected. I'm not going to do anything to the red. The dark I can change. I want to not show that mask because I'm going to see it. Close that down. We're going to go to Curves Transform, Preview. Okay, so I'm going to preview there, and I just want to pull this down on RGB right here. I want this selected. I want to pull this down, and you can see my background getting darker. I don't want to pull it down too much for now. Just right there is good, I think. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm not done yet. I need to apply it to my image, always. Okay. Close that down. Okay, now the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the mask real fast. Remove mask. I still want it there, but I want to take it off for now because we're going to do something with bringing out the color. This is really going to help a lot of your images. You don't have, it's not just for this one, it's for galaxies, it's for other nebulas, but you want to extract a luminance. So this one here, it says extract CIEL component. So this is for extracting luminance. So we're going to extract that right now. That's what it looks like. And we're going to just put that in the background. Just click on your main image. And we're going to go to LRGB combination. LRGB combination. This is in your process icons. And we're going to unselect blue, green, and red. We're just going to leave luminance. We are going to select our source image, which is going to be HAL, which is that right there. Okay, and then we're going to pull this slider down. I'm going to pull this one down for this image to 25. You can go lower. It will pull out even more saturation. I mean, with galaxies, I'll go down to like 10 or 15. Sometimes with Andromeda, I'll go down to like 15. But you can play with this and see what you like. But you're going to apply this. It's going to change your direct image here. There's no preview button for this one. So I'll show you what you have to do. So I like that already. I mean, you can see what it did here. You can go back and forth here. Back, forward. It made a big difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back for now. And we're going to check Chromiance noise reduction. And then we're going to redo this. It's going to take a little while. So there we go. We're done with this step, but you can see it made a huge difference. I mean, you can really not even, you don't really need to do anything at this point, honestly. It's already really good. So, but what I'm going to do now, close that down. I am going to turn my mask back on. That. We do not need our luminance anymore. We can delete that. And then we're going to check it. Show mask. That's what I want right now. I want the background protected. I want to mess with just the nebula and flame and stuff. Very slightly. I'm not going to do too much to it. I would do more on a galaxy, but I'm not on this one. So we will go to Curves Transform. And I'm going to go to the saturation right here. I'm just going to pull this up. Oh, by the way, preview. You want to preview, because if you do anything and you don't have the preview up, it's not going to show you on here. You have to have the preview up. So let me pull this up here. See how it kind of makes it a little bit more saturated colors. So I'm going to go with that right there. I kind of like that. So that's what I'm going to stick with. And then I might do like a little S curve on this one. So I just bring that down a little bit. Bring that there. Bring that up there. That's really, I mean, I think that's pretty, but you can go through your red, green, blue, your hues, you know, you can mess around with your hues. You can do this whole thing, and if you don't like it, you can just reset it. Because right now you've done nothing to the image. So if you don't like it, you can just reset it here and start doing it again and play with this, all these right here. That's all you need to do. So I'm going to close that down. I'm going to apply this here. There you go. By the way, if you do a preview, like that. This is stretching, or this is actually redoing. If you want to do it, if you want to see what your preview has done, what you've done here, you can just click this round circle right here. It'll show you what you're going to. We're not doing that though. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, close that down. I am going to darken my background a little bit more. And I'm almost done. Let's see, invert mask. So right now it should go to have this protected. My background is ready to edit. So curves transformation. You set it there just for the heck of it. We'll go RGB, and then we're going to pull it down again. Oh, we want to preview. We'll pull it down again a little bit. Not too much, but that should be, that's good for me right there. I'm good with that. I can still see, you know, some nebula here. Not pulling out too much of the nebula. So I think I like that. Make it a little bit lighter. And like right there. Okay. So we will apply this. And then I'm done with this image, I think. I'm going to show you a couple more things, but I'll be done with this. I'm done with this image in my opinion. And then we'll go to Topaz Denoise, which will take up a lot of the noise. That's how I take out my noise now. It's just a good program. So we will delete this. So we don't have any mask. We're ready to save this as, but I'm just going to show you a couple things here. So sometimes these stars here get a little, like you don't want a whole lot of them in. There might be a ton of them in your image, and you might want to take some out. So you want to do a star mask. So right there, this will create your star mask. So it's star mask right there. And all you got to do here on this is go, I normally will go up to about like 20 on this one. And then I'll take this, actually I'm gonna leave that right there. And then I'm just gonna go to apply. So this is if we want to get rid of some stars, or some bright stars, or some kind of bright stars. So there's my mask. I'm gonna apply it and minimize this. If I go to mask and show mask, see the white, the star, it's on the stars now. Okay, so that's what we want. We don't, all the red is protected. All the red is protected. Okay, so we will close this. Mask is on. We're going to go to star size, which is going to be morphological transformation. That's where you're going to find it in a process. Morphological transformation. Okay. And I go with 9 elements, or 81 elements. I go with star size 9, 81 elements here. And I'll just click this to make this button right here. You want to click that. And then now you can go to erosion. You can go to also morphological. I've seen people do morphological selection, but I'm going to do just erosion. And you can pull this up a little bit if you want it to decrease, but however much you pull this up is how much it's going to decrease that star size. So let me show you a preview here. Okay, so if I have it at, let's say 75, which I think is high, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And I apply it, see what it does to the stars. See that? So, you know, whatever you want in there, you can do. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to leave the image as it is. So that's how you would shrink your stars down a little bit. Like that. And delete the mask. And I'm done to, I'm ready to export this or save this. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crop it again. So I'm going to get some of this out of here. I'm going to go with that right there. Just check it. And that will be my final image that I'll take to Topaz Denoise. I really like that you can see some of the yellow here, and it's not all red. I don't like the images that are like the HA images, the H alpha images that are all red. I like to get that yellow out in the Flame Nebula and then have this be all red. So I think that accomplished it. It's got some good colors. You got a little bit of blue in the stars, and it's just got, I think it's pretty. So I'm done here. I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Save As, and I'll put it on my desktop. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to save it as a TIFF. And I'm going to not compress it. I don't know why I do that. I just don't want to compress it. I just want the original image. And I'm not going to change this right now. But if you want to take this into Photoshop, you can. Just you need to go to 16-bit, and then or this one. But then if you want to use some of the things in Photoshop, you're going to need to change to 16-bit anyway. So you can save it as 16-bit. I'm going to save it as 32-bit right now and not change the TIFF. Okay. And we're saved. So now we will go to Topaz Denoise, and I'll show you what to do from there. It's really easy, but it's worth checking out. So here we go. Alright guys, we are in Topaz Denoise, this program here. I found this, and I use this on almost every image now. I have 7 days left on the trial, but I'm definitely going to buy it when it's up. So it's really easy, and I think worth it. So you just pull up your image we just created in Pixinsight. It's a TIFF right now, and really just put your little bar. It will give you a comparison image between the two, and you can see even with the minimal settings, it will take out the noise there, some noise there. I don't want to bump this up too much on this one because it will take out a little bit, of detail, but you can sharpen it. When you sharpen it too much, it takes out or brings in new noise, and same with the recover original detail. That will bring in some noise too, like if you bring it all the way over, see all that noise it brings in, so, or distortion. So just bring that down. You can bring it up a little bit till it starts to introduce some noise, but you can just see the detail or the noise that it took out, and give you a little more contrast between your dark and your color on your image. So yeah, you can move it all around and see what it does. But your stars are sharper. Your horsehead is more defined. So that's all I do. Color noise reduction I don't normally mess with unless there is color noise in there, but this will also take out your color on your image. So that is all I do on that. And then what I'll do is I will just save as, and then I will convert it to my JPEG finally. If you convert it to a JPEG in Pixinsight, you are taking out some of the detail in the image. The TIFF is the best way to have it. So now I'm going to save it as a JPEG, and it's my final image. So I'm just going to save that, and I'm done with Horsehead. So anyways, I made this video so that because when I first started, it was really tough to find tutorials on different methods of editing, and I kind of used a few people's that I found and made my own combination of all of them. But I hope this helps somebody, and just because it's overwhelming. It is super overwhelming when you start. So but if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. I'll answer them. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and look forward to doing some more of these for you. Talk to you soon.